Hi, upon watching this back and editing it for about 4 hours because all the footage I had was so annoying to edit, I realized I didn't actually have an intro. So this is the intro. Hi, welcome to the video. My name is Ash. I'm a cartoonist and fiber artist who uses YouTube to post basically what is equivalent to like a low effort online journal of my stupid shenanigans. I just moved back in with my parents because I dropped out of art school because I'm broke, and I wanted to take on a project because my mental health had not been so great, and I had just done a video that actually did pretty well called my secret knitting tip, which you should go watch if you are a fiber artist. It's a good one. Basically, in the community tab, after that video kind of popped off, I've never had that happen on YouTube. I asked people what they wanted to see next, and people asked to see a video of me making something on the Internet Archive. Originally I was going to do a knitwear project, but I realized I'm a really slow knitter, so I decided against that. And so instead, today we're going to do crochet. So for all the crochet girlies, buckle up. This one's a doozy. I'm a disaster. Have fun. Per the intro, the pattern I picked is a, what did they call it? They called it the Wind Chime Scarf from Vogue Scarves or Vogue Crochet. I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'm breathing heavy. Hold on. I have to get a hat because my hair's all fucked up and I really don't feel like having to fix it, so I sprinted up the stairs. But anyway, this pattern requires me to have 7 colors, and I also have a New Year's resolution, or one of my New Year's resolution is to spend less money because I have like a stash of crafting supplies that I'm like, oh, but this is not what I need for this project, so I'm gonna buy something else. And I need to stop. The consumerism needs to end eventually. And so I am trying to use what I already have, which unfortunately, some of it is things that have been gifted to me that I really, really love, and other things are things that have been gifted to me that are not my color palette, or not things that I typically lean towards in terms of color. So, we're working with what we got, basically. I wanted to do like a warm color palette. The color in the original one is more of like a cool tone, like blues and greens. So I wanted to do like purples, pinks, and maybe like yellow, so some more like warm. So I have this big purple yarn, this sort of like burgundy, reddy purple, this light pinky purple magenta color, this yellow given to me by my friend Remy for Christmas, which I love, and I've been looking for an excuse to use this, so this is perfect. A bunch of orange yarn, which give me a second, and this pink color. So the only problem with my knitting supplies, and particularly this yarn, is the yarn that has just kind of been collecting dust has not been wound into yarn balls. So I have the most unsightly knot I have to fish through to properly make these. And let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is how I found the orange yarn and the pink yarn, and there's also this purple yarn that's like stuck in here somewhere. This is the state that I found them in when I was looking through my bag, which is really bad. So the first thing I have to do, of course, in Ash fashion, I'm going to have to undo this knot and make little yarn balls so I can actually properly work with this, instead of wanting to literally fucking kill myself every 5 minutes when I have to unpick more of the knot. So I will do that first. For all that untangling, this is what we have. I don't have as much of the pink that I thought I did, so I might just have to do more purple, which I also had to untangle from the bundle, although I swear I had more pink. So I might comb through here in a second and see if I can't find another ball lying somewhere. If not, I'll just use it until it runs out and switch back to purple. So I've moved to my bed here so I can actually support my back with my big ass pillow here, but there is gauge. Like literally every single other knitting slash crochet pattern, there is a gauge. I'm gonna be real, a lot of these yarns are not the same weight, they're not the same kind. I'm just gonna wing this. I'm not gonna do the gauge. Bruh. If you're a beginner, don't listen to me. Do the gauge, please. You will have a much better final product. This project is more about getting rid of the yarn in my stash and making something cute. So do what you will. I'm not doing the gauge. So moving on. I wanted to use this yarn color up the most since it seems I have the least. And so far, the pattern is made up of two separate shapes. First, there's like a circle that goes on both edges of each end of the scarf, and so you only need to make two of each color. So I made both circles in this color, and then the other shape you have to make is this little square rectangle thing with like kind of a strap attached to it, or what do they call it in here? They call it a tail. That's what it was. So it looks like this. It's a little square and it has a tail on it so that you can attach the next square. So I've made 3 of these. The first 2 I did incorrectly. They look okay, they're passable, so I'm not going to remake them. But I realized there's a part in the pattern that I don't think was explained properly, or the wording should have been slightly different because I misinterpreted what they were saying. So in the pattern in row 3, it says chain 2, 1/2 double crochet in the first 10, yarn over and drop a loop in the next half double crochet twice, yarn over and draw through all 6 loops on hook for half double crochet together. Turn your work, leaving remaining stitches unworked for tail. The original way I interpreted this was that I chained 2, and then obviously not in the chain, but in the actual work, I did my first half double crocheted 10 stitches, except I did the half double crochet together in the same stitch instead of doing it in 2 separate stitches. I should have gotten the half double crochet together, like that should have been like, oh, you do it in 2 loops, but I did it in 1. So let me, for the beginners who are trying this project, let me show you what I mean, like actually show you. Okay, so let me show you actually what I mean. I just fucking fought for my life trying to do this damn thing and I lost the pattern. Okay, hold on. Okay, we are so back, lol. So basically in row 3 it says chain 2, which I have gone ahead and done. You can see that I have chain 2, and then it says 1/2 double crochet in the next 10, or 1/2 double crochet in the first 10 half double crochets. So skip the chain that you just did, the first 2. They don't say that, but that's what they're doing. Skip the first 2, do 10 half double crochets, and then I'll show you the complicated part. Okay, I've got 10 half double crochets across my row. I was like, did I miss a stitch? No, I'm fine. So then it says yarn over and drop a loop in the next half double crochet twice. This is what made this unclear, because also that it's in brackets, so I was like I don't know, the implication of that was a little weird. And then it says yarn over and draw through all 6 loops on the hoop for a half double crochet together, turn, leaving remaining stitches work for tail. So they're talking about this part. Leave this part unworked, so we'll have a tail on our little square. What they're talking about is they want you, so do like set it up like you're going to do a half double crochet, right? You've got 3 loops in the next one, and then don't do it in the same stitch that you just did that. Set it up again. You still have those 3 loops on your hoop. Go into the next loop and set it up like you're gonna do, okay, I messed that up, but set it up like you're gonna do another half double crochet. At this point, you should have 5 loops on your hook. Loop over again, So now you have 6 and pull that through all the loops. So then you're yarned over and then just pull that through all 5 loops that you just pulled up. And that's what they mean by that weird little section. That's what they want you to do. And then it doesn't say it, but I flip my work and chain 2. 1, 2. And it says half double crochet together over the first 2 stitches. They don't mean, well, yeah, skip the chain, obviously. But it means do the same thing in the first 2 stitches that you literally just did. And then you have to do 8 half double crochets and then repeat that. And then it says half double crochet together over the last 2 stitches, fasten off. And then you're done with your little square. But that part was a little confusing to me. I hope my little baby demonstration helped. I don't have a great camera setup right now. I had to like find my tripod and it's very small, so hopefully that was helpful. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you when I finish more of these. Alright peoples, this is actually day 3. I may or may not have taken Easter off because it was Easter, except I didn't take it off. I did actually work on this. But just a progress check. It's been, again, this is the start of day 3, so I haven't done anything yet. But in 2 days, I've gotten quite a bit done, so let's see what I've worked on here. So I worked in 3 colors so far. The orange, I have 10 of these, of the funky little shapes. So I have to do 2 circles of those. I realize now, I hate making those fucking circles. I just hate it. Anyway, I have to make them though. And then I worked in this other sort of purpley color, and I have 10 of these that I finished last night. And then I have 7 of these and 2 circles. I was able to squeeze out 1 more. I didn't think I had enough. I always end up underestimating how much yarn I have available for crochet or overestimating. I'm very bad at that right now. Especially since I'm not going by the pattern. So I have to kind of guesstimate how much it's going to take me to actually finish this. So in total, I have made 29 of the 83 shapes I have to make. The bulk of which are the funky squares with the tails. And I've decided I'm not going to join them the way the pattern is asking me to. So, sorry in advance. Okay, so I just finished crocheting all of the little fucking squares that are gonna go on this stupid scarf. Even though technically I'm about 2 off, that's okay. I'll just make a slightly shorter scarf. I did do 2 of the circle parts that are supposed to go on the end, but I haven't done the rest of them. Even though I only technically have to do about 10 in total, which is not very many. I kind of just want to get to the part where I'm starting to attach the little square bits to each other so that the scarf can start to look like a scarf, kind of. The only problem is the tails on these are like really loosey-goosey, and I don't have enough of each color to properly attach these in their respective color, so I'm going to cheat. I am going to sew it on, like hand sew it on, not in the crochet sense, not in the knitting sense, in the literal hand sewing sense. I'm going to sew on each individual little square to each other like this, and it's gonna take fucking forever, but wish me luck. Okay, actually, fuck that. Oh, I don't know what that was. Okay, but fuck that. I have sewed a row together. Not only did I have to redo 2 of these because I did them the wrong way to start, but also it's taking way too long. I'm gonna try and slip stitch this. I don't think it's gonna go well, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Here we go. So after literally working on this for an hour and like totally ditching my sewing idea, I want to say about halfway through or a little over halfway of attaching all the pieces so far. I still have to make the little circle parts that go at the end of the scarf, and I have to add the extra like tails on the other end of the scarf, but it's looking pretty good, I can't lie, it's looking pretty good, I'm excited. I'm literally so tired. It's only 9 p.m. I used to be able to craft like this till like 3 a.m, but I'm so old now, I can't do it anyway. I'm gonna keep powering through. Literally got through every single one of Prickly Alpaca's IRL DIY videos. I haven't seen all of her art videos, but that is how long I've been working on this project. Over the course of 4 days, I've watched every single make she has ever done. Anyway, I'll be back. Hi, so it's day 5, 4, I don't know. And I may or may not be wearing the same clothes because I just like fully rolled out of bed. I have to sew in ends today. I really don't want to sew. I started a little bit last night. I got about 2 rows done. I'm ready to give up. It's not good. It's very, very bad. These are all the ends I have to sew in. And again, I started here, but as you can see, some of the knots kind of started to get loose because it took so much fucking effort to just sew the ends in. My little plastic knitting needle or yarn needle is like already on the brink of destruction. This project has caused so much absolute pain. I have no idea how this is gonna long as this is gonna fucking take me. And I still have to attach and make the little circle things that belong on the end. I ran out of this pink yarn. So the scarf is technically, I think, about 2 rows too short, and the pattern here on the end is missing some variation, as you can tell. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So I've made barely any progress because my room is really hot and this is absolutely grueling work. That I interrupted this programming because I ordered some cool stuff and I want to show y'all what I got. So I am a cartoonist. As many of you know, I draw quite a bit. And I realized I am out of pencil lead, among other things, and I prefer a lead holder. I don't really use a mechanical pencil. And it turns out the last time I purchased pencil lead, I bought the kind for, I don't know where this pink light is coming from, but I bought the kind for a mechanical pencil and not for a lead holder. And typically when I'm penciling pages, I like to start with a harder lead and then move to a softer lead so I don't get as many pencil marks on my page, and erasing is like easier. So first things first, I bought this Uni Mitsubishi pencil sharpener. I bought this pencil sharpener. It's pretty cool. This is the sharpener. It's like really teeny tiny. It's really not very big. It's 2 millimeters, I think. It has like a little thing on the bottom here where you empty all the pencil shavings. And then the top is just the little hole. This is good if you have a lead holder, which I do. Again, I prefer to use that over regular mechanical pencil. And also, my mechanical pencil is busted because I got a bunch of super black ink on it. And if any of you have used super black ink before, you know that shit, it dries into a hard gummy paste. Or not gummy paste, but like a hard rock solid things, so it's fucking horrible to use, so I have to replace my mechanical pencil. But anyway, I'm excited about this uni thing. And then I got some Mitsubishi. This is 2H lead. I didn't realize the packaging was going to be so fucking fancy, but I just needed 2H lead, and this is the only thing I could find for my lead holder. I also got this, I don't know why, it's in, I guess it's from Japan. I know the company's Japanese. I didn't realize they were going to give me like the fully fledged like import product because I got it from Amazon. But I got a new brush pen. The one I currently have, I kind of fucked up the tip of it. Bruh. So it's not looking too hot right now. And David Finch recommended this one, and I see a lot of other cartoonists use this one, so I figured, no, let's give it a shot, you know. Also, I have 3 piercings on my ears, for those of you who don't know. Done myself. Don't do that. But I did it myself when I was like 16, other than the first one, which I got when I was born, because in Mexico we do that. So I got some earrings from Pierced Owl. I got 3 of the captive, or 3 pairs of the captive bead earrings. Because I like them, I wanted to do a stack of these because I'm boring and I needed something basic. That's also kind of heavy duty. I like chunkier jewelry. So this is like a really good thickness, and I like that it is a fake captive bead, so yeah, I'm gonna put those on. Last thing I got was some more pencil lead, except this is HB. The packaging cracked, and it looks like the pieces of lead in here might have snapped a few of them, which kinda sucks, but it'll still work. It's not like it's useless to me now. I do kind of like this way of storing the lead because it has like a little flip top and then you grab one out from the side, so I kind of really like that. So I'll probably keep these in their fancy schmancy packaging. Also, I like that it's labeled because I tend to forget that kind of stuff, so that'll be good. Yeah, maybe in another video I talk about how much I actually like these, but yeah, anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, day 7? I don't know. I've been working on this on and off. But finally, after taking some fire to it and tying in all the ends, the base of the scarf is done. It's fucking finished. Well, I guess I have to add some tails on this end of the scarf, but other than that, it's done, or the base of it. I still also have to crochet all the little circles, so excuse me, cue that montage. Okay, so literally like several weeks have passed because I ended up procrastinating the last little bit of the scarf, but I've officially finished it! This project was way more time consuming than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, it's just little, I just have to make all the little components and like thread them together. But I ended up getting burnt out having to do the same thing over and over and over again, and I am happy to report that I made it. It's done! I'm so excited! It actually came out pretty cute. It's not really my color palette. Like, I don't know what I would wear this with, purely just because of the colors. But I like the shape, I like the texture of the scarf. It ended up coming out really soft. I like all the cool colors and everything. But yeah, thanks for watching. Now on to the reveal. So that was it for today's video. I'm so happy that I tried to do this project. I always have to remind myself that patterns are not your enemy, and they're really great opportunities to learn and try new things. And I definitely would not have had this idea if not for my general curiosity about knitting resources and crochet resources online. It also goes to show you that there are really great patterns on the Internet Archive that if y'all are interested in, you should check out. They're super accessible, just like a library, and I think everyone should be able to benefit from an online archive and library in the way that I have been benefiting from it. And hopefully in the future I can do an actual knitting project. Unfortunately, I'm a slow knitter, so the likelihood that I will film that is very low, unless it's like a shorter project. But yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. I'll actually be consistently uploading. While I was procrastinating making this scarf, I actually ended up making 2 other videos, so there will be content for the next couple of weeks. And I'm gonna be on a consistent schedule now that I have this out of the way. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.